Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, it feels like my left arm is in the way. So instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, okay. Okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Providing the world with dope-ass entertainment, disregarding the holes, and acquiring payments! My name is Soleil, and welcome back to a brand spanking new gameplay. Alright y'all, so we back up in this thing with Doki Doki Literature Club. Y'all know I love horror games, so I'm ready for the real stuff to pop off, but we'll see. So last time we were, what were we doing? We did we were doing like a poem. So let's see. I want to finish my poem. Hey. Okay, nobody's jumping for that. Okay. I guess I'm doing this, by the way that they're jumping. But she keeps jumping up. Okay. Okay, so that time she jumped. Okay. This is so weird. Okay, here we go. Hey. Hi again, Soleil. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, I mean, don't worry. Y'all are alright. Y'all are not even that bad, first of all. I mean, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Soleil. Okay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying, did y'all say it's Monica? And manga. But she really just tried to drag me. And meanwhile, she has a whole manga collection. First of all, see, that's people will try and make you feel bad like you don't even, just hypocritical. I can't even do it. Alright. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat, cause she knows her place. Anyways.
Don't worry, guys. Soleil always gives it her best, as long as she's having fun. She helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Damn, bitch, you live like this?
Is that so?
You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Okay, you know, I'm getting my character in there. Okay.
How come you and Soleil can become good friends too?
Sayuri. Stop being messy. Stop being messy. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayuri? Me? I mean, you bought something for little old me? What you got?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it? Girl, spill the beans. What is it, girl? What's the tea?
Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, sis. I mean, if I have low expectations, I mean, it's not gonna take much to impress me. I mean, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I mean, it'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I mean, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Okay.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Okay, that's nice. See, she's thoughtful. I like somebody that's thoughtful. That's how you get somewhere with me. Okay.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it. Only if you wanted.
This this is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I just don't. She's adorable. Like, how can you not love her? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I'm gonna read it, girl. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. What's up? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh, it's cooking up. I'm getting my character in there. Okay. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just facing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Like...
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. She'll come around. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. This book is entitled Portrait of Marco. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of, it's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Soleil?
I mean, no, it's not that, girl. I love a nice thing. I love a nice psychological thriller, horror, you know what I'm saying? I like something with a nice plot twist that makes me rethink my life, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I wasn't expecting all that at first. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into that type of stuff. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. That's amazing.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
I agree.
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize, girl. It's good. It's cool. You got me engaged. I'm engaged in this. You know, I haven't lost interest.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's...
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading, and I love people who are passionate about things. The least I can do is listen. It is literature club. I mean, after all, we are in the right place, you know?
That's true.
In fact, I mean, I might as well get started reading it, right? Let's read this through. Let's crack this puppy open right now.
You don't have to.
I mean, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just not something I'm very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Okay. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. You know, I'm just here to, crack this puppy open. I'm here to go on a, a little reading adventure. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. You already know. So I open up the book and I start the prologue. I soon understand that Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Girl, relax. Just, we're reading, we're having a good time and everything like that. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Oh, Stacey, back to high school! Oh my god! Oh, guys. Oh, romance. Okay. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. Y'all remember that when you used to slide your desk up against somebody's? You used to, chill and just be reading along. Or you remember when the teacher used to put on like a movie or something like that? You sit next... Back to the story.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, it feels like my left arm is in the way. So instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh, okay. Okay. You see how I get my character in there like that? Okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after she flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Excuse me? Oh, what?
To turn the page.
Yeah. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Soleil,
that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, hold on. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I'm sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other. Oh, I've been waiting on this. Let's go. I want to see the poems. Okay. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right! If y'all want to see the next episode of this, I can't record too long. I've already been recording for an hour, so if y'all want to see me keep continuing this, let me know. Be sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, comment. If you are new, be sure to subscribe, and it's about time for that silly salute. See ya.
Live for the future cause your past is too dark. I'm flying away from hoes like my name was Tony Stark. I don't know who you talking to, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you wanted from me from the fucking start. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's the prophecy.